Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hotline League episode 23. Look, somebody's already subscribing and is very excited about Olay. There we go. I can point it. Anyway, the point is, we're here on Hotline League. It is Monday night at 8, as we often broadcast. People always ask me, it's the 23rd of April, and there's not been too much to talk about recently as we're waiting for MSI to rev up, but that doesn't matter because we've got Olay on the show tonight. Olay himself from Team Liquid. He's headed off to Berlin in just a little bit, so we'll be able to talk to him about that and so much more come up right now on Hotline League.
Hotline League is brought to you by Omen by HP.
And there we have it. We are here on the show. I'm going to go ahead and introduce Mark, my constant co-host, first. How's it going, Mark?
Travis, just 6. I'm just stunned by that intro. It was great.
Was it great? What did you like about it?
I especially liked how you stopped after like 4 words to call out a sub. That was really
well.
cool.
The problem is the sub popped up on the screen while I'm like talking in the intro.
Dude, just roll through it. Just gotta keep trucking.
All right. Well,
I'm officially in the doldrums of the off season. I'm really bored. I have nothing to do, so I started watching Hunter x Hunter, and I watched like 35 episodes in a day and a half.
Yeah. Last week, we were talking about how you weren't working for Offline anymore. This week, the news just dropped that you're not going to be at MSI. So it's a lot of sad days for Mark on these episodes, you know?
Yeah, like I don't get too down about it, but it would be nice to do something, like have a reason to leave my room. Because if you don't give me a reason, it's not happening.
I invited you to lunch today.
So I went over to the Offline TV house to grab some lights, and they were moving today. So.
Okay.
I did leave my apartment. But
kind of like a clearing out your desk kind of deal.
More like I had left them with a bunch of production equipment. And I didn't even get it because they packed it up already. So it was already like in the moving trucks and shit. And I was like, all right, I'll just get this another time.
All right. Well, sounds like you didn't want to get lunch. Olay is here. Olay, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah. I really appreciate your technical prowess. We're starting the show completely on time.
Yeah. Sorry. My bad.
I
did my best.
You know, you did your best. It was great. I really appreciate it. We were already a little late for my fault too, so we figured it out, and now we're starting. Ollie, how have things been since Miami? What have you done? Because you guys took a little break, right?
In Miami?
Yeah, after Miami.
After Miami. I just back to home and just play solo queue. Maybe I went to eat some Korean food or Japanese food alone and play solo queue. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, no one invite me.
Well, you can invite other people.
Travis, don't you live very nearby him?
Yes.
Yeah, I ask you why.
You have not asked me. You have not asked me.
No, I mean, like you. Then after we won NASS, and then I literally saw the Twitter, and then you went to eat dinner with like Peter or
Peter invited a small group of people, including Mark.
Him. And then, well, I told you, hi, next time please invite me. And I saw yesterday you went to dinner again without asking me. I was okay.
Well, Peter invited me again. That situation. Whenever
Peter is evil then.
Yes,
he never invites
he's the inviter. You should invite me. See, Peter has invited me multiple times. You haven't invited me once, Olay.
Travis, you invite me for lunch. Invite Olay.
I always just, in my mind, pro players are just never free, and that's part of the problem. I will try to invite you, Olay. I will try to remember.
You. Like you literally found me like 3 hours ago, and then yeah, of course I'm free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this. He wasn't scheduled to do this.
Yeah. Look,
you're telling me
I didn't just invite you for dinner. I invited you to hang out for 2 hours and talk about League of Legends, something we love, with the community.
Yeah, on camera so he can use you. Come on, Travis.
Mark, you're my co-host. You're supposed to help this succeed.
Oh yeah, I mean, thanks for coming on, Olay.
Mark, come on,
it's
man.
Okay, it's okay.
You're supposed to help me.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
So, everyone can see my schedule. Just go OPGG. My schedule is there.
Yeah, I think I saw Dom tweeting out that like you and Impact were playing solo queue like 2 days after getting back from Miami, or like a day maybe, just like right away.
Impact went to Las Vegas, and then when he was there, I just played solo queue in my home, and then I went to our team room, and then there was no one. Okay, everyone already left. Okay, play solo queue.
Well, listen, Ollie. I appreciate your dedication, and I appreciate you making it onto the show with short notice. It's very nice of
Yeah, but I'm gonna play better on MSI, so
you. Okay,
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm excited. Olay, what did you think? I just came up. Mark, did you see what was happening on Peter's stream?
No, I don't.
Oh, you saw that, right, Olay?
Yeah.
Okay, so right before the show, it's over now. Nobody go. I
Oh
think
wait,
it's-
you mean the thing you posted on
Yeah.
Reddit?
So
Oh,
some
yeah.
girl, I don't know how this happened. Some girl was talking about Biofrost on her stream, and over the course of a couple hours, like Peter kept watching these clips people were sending of her like talking about Biofrost, and then Peter said she was wearing makeup, and then she's like, "No, here's a video of me showing you that I'm not wearing makeup," and Peter kept calling this Biofrost girlfriend. Like eventually he was just like, "This is your girlfriend." So then eventually she stopped streaming and he invited her into Discord and wingmanned for Biofrost live, which was like about as good as the Caitlyn thing. Although Biofrost Vincent actually did a really good job with it. I was actually really impressed.
Well, Biofrost is like low key kind of smooth.
Yeah. And it was great because Peter was just ruining it the entire time. So I'm sure by the time anybody's watching this in VOD form, I'm sure it'll be all over YouTube. But
So, does she like live around here? Is this like something that's gonna get
she didn't
followed
want
up
to
on?
provide too many personal details,
Well, makes sense.
and so I don't know what the resolution is there. But I was like messaging Peter and trying to coach him on wingmanning. So I was like, you should tell them to go play
You were
ARAMs
wingmanning
together
the
after
wingman?
this.
We made the wingman.
Yeah. So.
Olay, do you know that you're like secretly most girls' favorite person in the LCS? Like
Why?
my girl, because everyone just says you're like the most wholesome, sweet guy in the LCS. My girlfriend and her entire group of friends are all just like huge Olay fanboy fangirls, just always checking your Twitter and shit because you tweet out the funniest stuff.
Really? But why it has to be secret? You know.
Well, I'm saying it has to be serious. I was just wondering if you knew that like you have this
I
massive.
mean, I feel like it's like blur stuff. Like it's not your thing. You know. Like,
No, it's just like they're not hardcore LCS fans,
Mhm.
but of the LCS shit that they see, they always talk about your shit because it's so funny and wholesome.
Oh really?
Yeah. So
Ah,
you have a big fan club. They're just not very vocal.
Yeah, like my fans are the vocal. Oh, I mean, I stream and then yeah, they're my fans watch my stream, but they're not vocal too. So
I mean, there was the girl at Miami who was holding up the sign that was inviting you on a date.
yeah, I talked with her actually.
Did you go on a date?
No, she said let's go to Disneyland maybe around Miami, but we were leaving next day. So I said, oh, we cannot make it.
We talked about this before. You could have invited her on the boat.
Yeah, but I was lazy, so I woke up at 12, and the boat was 9 a.m.
Oh, you
so...
missed the boat, literally
Yeah, I missed-
and metaphorically.
My bad.
I wish I could say I planned that out, but that
That was-
actually
that was
I
good,
said
dude.
it and I
That
was
was
like, wait,
really
that
good.
actually works that way. Okay, so then when you woke up at noon, you
Mhm.
could have realized that then you had time to like hit her up.
Yeah, if I did my best, maybe.
I feel like this stream is slowly just gonna turn into Find Olay a date stream.
Yeah, no, we don't. Peter already did that on his stream. I don't want to turn the show into that, but let's talk about.
But if
League of
someone
Legends.
wanted to call in to ask Olay on a date, this is a platform that you could do that.
Dear God.
I'm not saying it has to happen. I'm just saying it could.
Peter was discussing. He said that because his little segment with Biofrost was so successful. He said he was going to make his own show where people could call in to try to date pro players and personalities, and he was going to call it Hotline Ping, which I thought was
Hotline Pang or Ping?
Ping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's one thing you know pro players are good at doing, it's showing a little bit of effort
Yeah.
and initiative on a project.
There are several girls in Twitch chat right now, which is like, Olay, come to Texas, hit me up. Another girl says she's down. This might
All right,
be
well,
very awkward.
Hotline pick.
Let's,
The way this show works is we actually have a Discord. So if you do want to talk to Olay and talk about anything, you're going to need to join the Discord. I'm spamming it in chat right now. And what you're going to want to do is there's going to be a voice and text channel. You're going to join one of the voice channels, general or general 2. You can mute yourself or whatever. And then you are going to have to type your hot take / questions for Olay in the general text channel. I'll go pull people who have good, interesting topics. into the waiting room. I'll do a little mic check to make sure it all works before we pull you into the actual show to talk with us.
And if you are a sub, there's a special sub chat that we do check, and so it gives you a little bit of an edge because we're checking it. Maybe there's less people in there. So feel free if you are a sub to sync it with Discord, and you can gain access to that. Before we get into the calls, maybe a quick chat with Olleh just between us on how he's been preparing, and then I'll do the ad, which Olleh can respectfully walk away from, and then we will get into the calls. So really quickly, Olleh, how are you feeling about MSI coming up? And like, you guys are leaving pretty soon, right?
Oh yeah, 2 days later, 25.
Okay.
Can I say?
I mean, I don't.
Leaked?
I don't think you should say what flight you're on, but I think it's fine.
You're leaving on Wednesday.
Yeah. So, I mean, actually, Gorilla said that like wanna be friends with me, and yeah, I'm pretty happy to see that. And I want to play against Gorilla again. I met him against that, on World Championship last year, and we lost. But yeah, I feel like we can beat them on MSI. So
I feel like you and Gorilla would get along really well.
Yeah, I can see that.
Are there any teams you're afraid of?
Not afraid. I'm not afraid. So I think like my confidence is by my practice time. So yeah, I knew myself. I practice more than other people. So yeah, I'm kind of confident to myself, but not too cocky.
Okay, not too cocky. Okay, that's good. And what are you? So you guys are boot camping over there for a little bit, right? Beforehand.
Yeah. I mean, in Korea or Europe, right?
in Germany.
In Germany, I don't know what's gonna happen in Germany because it's not. I heard. I talked with Expect that G2 top before, and he said that Europe solo queue kind of shit. I don't know if it's true, but yeah, I wanna like. Before my dream was like get rank 1 every server, so maybe I can try.
Try for rank 1 in Germany. That'd be cool. In EU
like,
West.
I got rank 1 in Brazil, Taiwan, North America. So
how much time do you think you need? Because how long are you going to be there for if you guys don't make it out of groups?
Like I don't know. I cannot say. I cannot be cocky. I'm not Doublelift.
What do you think of? That's kind of been funny. There's a little bit of memeing already around like the Reckless versus Doublelift rivalry. Do you think Doublelift is gonna take out Reckless, or is Reckless gonna prove that he's better?
Just think, support different. I'm Korean.
So you're making fun of who's this support now? Oh my god, I just can't. Hillesang, yeah. You think you're better than Hillesang is what you're saying?
It's not I'm better than him, but
you just said support difference.
Support difference means I can help Doublelift better.
Okay, so
he can help.
What? Like, okay, why? Just out of curiosity, you say you can't be cocky. You play with a very cocky ADC. Why do you feel like you have to be so polite?
I mean, I'm not actually. I was not even toxic like this. I feel like I got some toxic, from Peter. I don't know why. I wouldn't say like this. Even now, I feel like I'm too toxic.
What? Wait, how are you too toxic? You're saying really nice things about everyone.
Really? But
I just tried to get you to like kind of flame the other support, and you wouldn't even do it. That's not toxic. That's a nice guy.
Oh really? I don't know. I just feel like it turned to be a little corrupting. So it's like I feel like I turned to be bad boy.
Okay.
I literally talk with Peter every day, like during the season, and then even I didn't want to be like toxic. Sometimes I turn to be toxic.
Oh well, I heard when you were trying to get the webcam working. Once it worked, and you dropped like a pretty hard fuck, like a pretty big F bomb, and all of chat was just like the D face sad.
Oh.
Because you swore. Is that what you're talking about? Or just you swear a little bit more because Peter or something?
It's like he allowed me. I don't know. It's like I kind of feel like he allowed me to say some toxic word, maybe.
Damien is in chat right now, and Damien says you're super toxic.
Super toxic?
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's very good. I'm excited to see how you guys do at MSI, and I think maybe you can bring a little bit of NA Flame to Europe. Maybe that'll be nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I will simmer down myself.
Okay, simmer down. Okay, good. Thank God you're gonna simmer down because you're super toxic right now. Olay, Olay, I'm gonna talk for a little bit and do a little ad. If you want to go grab water or do something else, feel free.
Do something else. You want to play a solo queue game? You know.
Yeah, no, don't play solo queue. But if you want to go grab a snack or use the restroom, that's fine because I'm just gonna do a quick ad on
Okay,
the stream.
let me check there is monster or not.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Okay, guys. While Olay is grabbing his drink, I want to talk to you a little bit about Omen by HP. Yes, they've been sponsoring the show for months, and if you've been watching, you definitely know about their support for the show. They continue to be fantastic. They entered the gaming space a couple of years ago for the first time, and I think immediately recognized that they can really support like the competitive community as esports has really taken off, and that there's so many passionate fans like yourself who do all sorts of awesome things in the space and really support sponsors. So I want to thank Omen by HP. I've got the laptop behind me that I edit stuff on, that I do stuff. I'm looking at a giant ultra-wide 35-inch Omen by HP computer monitor right now. We've got the Omen by HP computer that this is all running off of. So super Omen by HP'd out. And I really appreciate their support. One thing that they've been doing that you guys might not have noticed is they've been creating some content with CLG. So actually, if you go to their Twitch page, which I will put in the description of this video, as well as in the Twitch chat right now, you can go follow them on their Twitch page. And by the way, if you do, that really helps me out. And you'll see that they've been doing some content with different CLG players called the Dojo. So you guys can check that out. It's the Omen Dojo. They do a stream normally, I think, around Mondays. They've got, I'm sure, the info up for you guys to check that out. But yeah, so they've been trying to create some cool content with some of the players. So definitely check that out. And by the way, I want to thank all of you guys for actually tweeting at them. Some people have purchased their gear and tweeted about it and showed a picture and said, "Thank you so much. I do this because you support Hotline League, you support Travis and Mark." So thank you guys so much. And yeah, actually in the chat right now, Christy from Texas says the Omen Dojo streams are so good. So definitely check them out. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for the sponsorship, Omen. That is very, very nice of you. All right. And now we are back. So, Olay, you know how this works, right? People call in to the show, and then we have quick discussions with them, right?
Yeah, I feel like I watched before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So then, as long as you know, because we're gonna have strangers come in, they're gonna ask questions or they're gonna say things, and you can.
Are you ready?
You can
I'm
argue
ready.
with them.
I'm ready. Argue with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're super toxic.
Tell them they're idiots.
Yeah.
It's time to show my toxic.
Yeah.
Very good. So, Mark did the spiel earlier. If you guys want to put questions in, or have we already pulled some people into the other chat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There's one actually in here right now.
Oh, cool.
Hello?
Perfect. Oh, we pulled somebody.
Yeah.
Hello?
Don't you hear the beep beeps when they come in the chat? Dude?
I don't hear it because I'm in streamer mode, so those noises don't happen. Valorius is in the chat. Valorius, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Texas.
Texas.
Texas. Whereabouts in Texas?
Up towards Oklahoma.
Up near Oklahoma. Okay, so right on
yeah.
right on the edge. What do you want to talk about on the show today?
I wanted to talk to Olay about how support has changed over the season and where he thinks it's going and what he thinks need to be changed. Because Olay is a really great support. He's been #1 before, and I know he's probably the best one to talk about this, in my opinion.
Very good. So what do you think of the current state of supports, Olay?
I think now it's kind of hard to first pick support. I think only Morgana can first pick, I guess. But it's like now counter support is always much better. Like before, there's like Tomcat or Braum. Like there are so many good champion, so you can just first pick. But now it's just hard to first pick support. So current meta is if you want to win 2v2, you have to pick really good counter support, or you just pick Morgana or Thresh, some really safe champion. Otherwise, you will get F in lane. So yeah, and then item or something. I think nowadays AD carry is pretty strong. So like you have to help AD carry to grow up till he get like second 2 core item. So yeah, I think it's kind of same. Nothing really different. But the point is like the blue item, the gold item. So like it's sometimes if you are losing with your blue item, you cannot get 500 gold to get side stone. So you have to be really careful to buy the blue item because blue item is like gambling. Sometimes you can get side stone really earlier, or you can't get side stone till like 50 minutes. So yeah, I think just like that.
Do you like having? Would you want the blue one to be better because it's usually on like a lot of annoying poke champions that use it a lot. So I don't think solo queue players like when the blue item's good. But what do you
Yeah.
think?
I think when I play against blue item support, like I just say, hey guys, hey my AD carry, just farm, just push wave, don't trade. He will not have side stone forever. And then yeah, and then I just win by that side stone.
So you like it because it allows you to do more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I know a lot more AD carries who hate it because then like Zyra and shit is strong and they just keep poking you.
Yeah, but it's free win. Just gank once and game doomed.
Ollie, do you have any favorite supports right now? Like anybody you really like to play?
Now I'm spamming Thresh on solo kill, but yeah, I think Thresh seems really good. Now I can make some montage by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Hey,
have a
Valorius, do you
highlight
have?
channel?
Oh, go ahead, Mark.
Oh, I was asking, does Olay have a YouTube channel for his highlights for all his like great Thresh plays?
No, I need someone to help, but no one gonna help me.
What?
Oh. I think
You
think
have a whole
someone will help you
production
make
team.
this.
Huh?
What about Damien and them? Wouldn't they be
They're
able
so
to
busy to make like squad or something crucial like like this, and I cannot. I cannot
Damien
ask
in
them.
chat right
They're
now just
so
says,
they're so
"Bro."
expensive.
He's just, bro.
I
Ollie is
cannot
trolling
hire
one
them.
up the entire time.
They could help you, I'm sure. They could
Yeah.
find an editor for you.
Please find for me.
Ollie, what is your favorite team series? Is it the Heist? Do you really like the Heist or TSM
What is that?
Legends?
Ah, the I mean the teams that episode video.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching that collapse, that last episode. Okay, I'm not toxic, but it's not enjoying. I watched that and then I thought like, oh, I don't want to feel this shit, so I just practice more. It was really good motivation.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's
Mm.
good. Also, Damien says that he's invited you to eat.
Oh, wait, yeah, Damian did. But when I just got food by Postmate, he just sent message to me, and oh, I just got food. I
Okay.
cannot go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Damien, feel free to call in. Appreciate that. All right, Valorius, do you have any other questions or thoughts about the support stuff right now?
Yes. So I've noticed from your past record that you typically go Moby boots for the quick roam. Do you think that's still good in low elo?
I think even in high elo, like I just buy mobile boots and then sometimes help our jungle or mid. But yeah, I think low elo, like when I play low elo, like actually low elo to me is like diamond or master. So like even I can just make play a lot, but I don't know actually silver and gold game, so I can't really say. But I think
Olay,
it will really work. Yeah.
if you couldn't hit a Thresh hook, would you still go Mobies?
I mean, just walk fast and then just play. Oh,
Okay, so yes.
yeah.
Okay, good to know. Anything else, Valorius?
Yes. See, I've noticed a real changing pattern. Like he talked about how right now Zyra's been really good, so blue item's been decent on her. What would you recommend per se on poke champions? Would you recommend them get a redemption or go full AP?
I think now just don't play that Velcros or brand that type of poke champ. I think it's really bad. So
Poke champs are really bad.
yeah, I think now poke champ is really bad. It's free arrow. Like if any pick like poke support, like I just type on solo kill. Oh hey guys, it's free win.
Very good. Okay, so Poke supports the Rit. So, good news from Olay. Valerius, thank you so much for calling in.
I'm
Thank
glad
you.
to have been able to call in.
Yeah,
Have
thanks,
a good
man.
day,
Have a good
everybody.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
So Damien's here. He just needs to join a text channel or a voice channel so I can drag him in.
By the way, quick shout out to Rachel and Brienne who are in the Twitch chat. They launched a Teo this past week, which is a
Oh, that's what I should have talked about at the start of the show.
yeah.
This bad boy.
Mark got a hoodie.
The only hoodie.
The only hoodie that was given out at their party the other night. You guys can check out their stuff at ateo.com. But they're hanging out in the chat, and they're cool people. Also, they don't sponsor this show. They're officially not a sponsor of the show, so I don't have to say that. I'm just saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's DeRay in chat, who's Julia, who I think would get along really well with Brianna and Rachel. All right. Should we grab the next caller? Oh, Mark went to go grab him. Okay, very good. We'll see if we get Damien in here soon or not. Thanks again, Olay, for doing this. I really appreciate it. For doing the show. Yeah.
Omen.
Travis, someone's here.
Okay. Hello, Prayer.
Hello.
How's it
I
going?
used to feel like you were better at this. What happened this
Prayer,
week?
Prayer. Well, I'm distracted because they just did something very distracting. Prayer, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Walnut, California.
Where and how's Walnut, California? I think is that in SoCal?
Yes, that is in
California.
SoCal.
It's pretty
I
close
mean-
to me, right? Or to LA, right?
Yeah, it's also near Fullerton as well.
Oh, okay. Yes, yes. By the way, for everyone, Prayer was a prior. He helped put together the CSU Fullerton panel that Ovi and I did this past week. Really appreciate the invite to that. What did you want to talk about on the show today, Prayer?
So I want to talk about his Olay's Worlds experience with Immortals, and if it has any influence on him going to another international event, and then what are the biggest differences between Immortals and Team Liquid?
Okay. So one at a time. So Olay, you went to Worlds with Immortals last year. Did you learn any lessons? Are you going to take anything? Is there anything important that you learned there that you're going to take to MSI?
I think the most important part was that we can, I got confidence that we can beat, because when I just watch SK in North America, just they're too strong, they're too good, so NA cannot beat them forever. But when I play against them in Scream and on stage, I was sure that we have chance to beat them. So I think that this is confidence or feeling. I think this one is really good for me for MSI. And difference between Team Liquid and Immortals is we have Steve and
Steve.
there's no Steve. Yeah.
The money.
So that's the only difference is Steve?
I think Team Liquid is more constructive is right.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
Do you mean the team or the organization?
I think team.
Okay,
We
like
have
your
more
teammates.
resource. Yeah. So.
So I guess did you learn what happened in the second week from your perspective? Because it felt like Immortals was looking really good to get out. Somehow Fnatic overtook you guys. Do you think you guys collapsed or choked or just got unlucky, or what do you think happened from your perspective?
I think after we were 2-1 that first week, we were like, oh, maybe we are good. We are good. So we didn't really practice more. I was sure that Fnatic was playing more than before, so they could turn back. But I think our problem was we are good, so we just keep going like this. But we practice 10 hours, and then they're gonna play 16 hours. Maybe this gap changed something, I guess.
Yeah.
So are you a firm believer that just more practice time makes you a better player?
Yeah, so after that happened, I don't want to regret, seriously. So now, even this is my day off or something, I could just hang out with my friend, but I don't regret. So I just play solo queue as I can, and even when I go to MSI, I will just sit there and then just practice more, not like having fun outside.
So even if Travis invited you to lunch, you would just deny him to play more solo queue?
I think lunch and dinner are fine, but
Okay.
after lunch and dinner, like I have to back to home and then just play solo queue. Otherwise, I don't know. It's my only thing or own thing. It's like if I don't practice, I feel guilty to myself. So I don't like that.
Do you worry that you could burn out, Olay?
I mean, like many people ask that, but I always sense like when I was young, like 14, 15 years old, like after school, I just back to home and then play other games, StarCraft or Warcraft, other games. And my father finished job and back to home, he just like, what the fuck, Olay? Are you just fucking playing game? You're fucking students. And then he just like fucking turn off my that electricity something, that
Yeah.
dang, and then my computer just doomed. So like I grew up with my stepfather. So now when I play game, like everyone just say, "Oh, Ole, you practice so hard. Oh, it's so good," and I feel great because when I was in home, like my father always say no, and now like I'm really happy to play every day.
Yeah.
So
Have you ever like hit the wall? Has there ever been a time where you didn't want to play very much, even though you felt like you should?
never. I always want to play more.
Huh. Impressive.
Very.
Impressive.
So then, what do you think? So Doublelift has that tweet pinned about how he's, which I think is a meme, but he says he's going to work harder than anybody else.
Hey, seriously, check OBGG. Like wait, let me check. It's
Yeah,
like
I'll check. Wait, what's Peter's tag? I'll check his.
Well, he's got too many is the problem.
Yeah, but like playing with Bonnie doesn't count.
No, he doesn't play.
Actually...
He's literally on stream, like switching between paying, Elaying, and like Doublelift. Oh, Ollie, you got quiet. Did you mute yourself accidentally?
No, he did mute himself.
oh, okay. So like low elo game doesn't matter. It's not good for practice. So okay, doesn't don't count that Smurf account game. Okay, so he play main account 177 games, right? But my main account 200 wins and
Ooh.
170 lose. So like when I lose 170 game, he just play like 170 games.
Yeah. So you've lost as many games as he's won total.
Yeah,
No,
so
he's
like
played total.
He's played total.
Yeah.
yeah, so I play like 200 games more, and how can he say like I'll be hardest worker? That's,
Is this the super toxic that we were hearing about earlier?
no, I'm not toxic. I'm talking about fact.
Yeah,
Just
and then
facts,
do you
okay.
sometimes bring these facts up if he plays bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not toxic.
Yeah, I'm not toxic. This is fact.
Do you think Doublelift should be playing as much as you?
Oh, he said like I have Korean mentality, so maybe I cannot force him to practice more. But I'm sure if he put more time, I know he'll be like fucking god. Like he was fucking god in playoff, but what if he can be more god than the playoff level?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
So
has
he can
more.
ascend to the
Yeah.
higher level.
Like
Yeah.
no one can touch it. Like even Reckless like, Doublelift, you're so far like this.
Yeah. Well, hopefully
But-
he starts playing some more then.
Yeah, Reckless just went to Korea after he won, and then he just practiced a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he wanna be like, oh, why Reckless you are so far from
Yeah.
Peter? So
Do you think Doublelift will see this and get annoyed with you?
I don't know. I just I don't know.
All right, very good. Hey, Prayer, anything else you want to add here, or should we
Oh,
move on to the next caller?
Because I'm also kind of curious, because this TL roster has 3/5 of the old Immortals roster. So, like, does the acquisition of Impact and Doublelift, like, do you think that's a contributing factor in, like, your success? Or,
Yeah, I think like when I joined Team Liquid, I say this new roster is like upgraded version of Immortals because it's like Impact talk really a lot. Sometimes he just talk with like broken grammar, but like he say tons of words. Like it's really helpful to our team. And Peter is like, I mean, he always gave me stress to be better player. So maybe it's kind of both upgrade to me. Like some people just say like, oh, flame is much better than maybe impact, maybe flame a little better than maybe impact. But to me, to play with impact feel really great because I don't like when I speak Korean in game sometimes like because last year when I played flame, I just say in Korean like, hey flame, we have TP war, you can use TP here in Korean. But in playoff, I suddenly say Korean to Impact. Hey, Impact, you have TP ward here. You can TP behind, and Impact just got angry to me. Hey, Olleh, shut the fuck up, just speak English. And they was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. But like he just, yeah, he's like really American now.
Yeah.
So.
Very good. Well, hey, thank you so much for coming on.
All right, thank you. And I just want to give a huge shout out to Omen by HP. And I also want to thank Ateo for reaching out to you so I can learn about their product. So if they want to send me a jacket or anything, I sent them a DM.
Everyone wants
nice fucking try, mate.
Everyone wants a Teo. This is a true story. Mark walked in to their party and met one of the founders and was like, so how do I get one of these hoodies? And she was like, you can go buy it at ateo.com. So at that point in time, I gave up on the idea that too many of my friends were going to get free hoodies. But thank you for the sponsorship.
Sheer willpower and determination / luckily getting something thrown at me that contained a hoodie.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Walked
You stole
out
that from Mark,
with
I think. So.
All right, never lucky.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
You too.
All right. Really quickly, want to give some shout outs to some people. Let's see. So, whoa, a ton of you guys sub. Thank you. CSeer17, Little Kosh, Altruism, LOL sent 500 bits. Thank you so much. Is Twitch still doing their 500 bits for $1 promotion? If so, maybe you guys can check it out. Schleppard says the less Kelby, the better. Fly Twist sent 100 bits. Sinful subbed. OMG, it's Cole sent resubbed and says nice shirt. Yas. I don't know who. Oh, maybe that was whenever we were doing the thing. Soret says my boy Olay Hart. And Damien Estrada is on the show. Damien Estrada, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Los Angeles, California.
Very good. And
wait, are you there?
What?
Are you?
Am I at the Alienware training facility in North America? No.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm at home.
Yeah.
Damien, what? Do you want to provide a little context for who you are?
I don't think I need an introduction, Travis.
Okay. What did you want to talk about on the show today?
I wanted to talk about. I want to know how Olay is liking the music that people sent to him, the rap music.
Yeah. I put it into Spotify, but nowadays I listen to that "Without Me" by Eminem. Without me, this looks just for me. That just follow me. But it's my thing. When I like one song, I just listen to only one song forever. But,
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try when I feel bored to this song.
That's enough small talk, Damien. Let's talk about this Olay not going out to dinner with people or getting food. What's the true story here from your?
He's focused, dude. He just wants a solo queue.
So he gets invited out. He just doesn't go.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he doesn't think that he actually gets invited out. Do you think that I'm kidding, Olay, when I ask you to come out?
No, because you say yesterday you can drink alcohol, but if I drink alcohol, I cannot play next day.
Oh, it's like that. I see. I understand now.
Yeah, but I'm down to eat dinner or lunch without alcohol.
Okay.
Damien, he says he doesn't have anyone who can help him make videos for his YouTube channel. Could you help him find someone for that?
I'm not too versed in that realm.
Video editing?
But I could see if Mark used to edit videos, so maybe he could help out a little
I
bit.
definitely edited a couple videos, but I'm not used to working with such great personality. Oh, that's probably too harsh.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely help him out with finding some videos.
Yeah, I think
Video
Olleh's a great
interviews.
guy, dude. You should get him on camera more.
Oh, we have stuff planned. I hope he's ready for tomorrow.
Is there?
Yeah.
Are you shooting something with him tomorrow?
Yeah.
Can you
So,
can you
support
tease it a
him,
little bit?
We're gonna shoot some stuff about music and maybe some stuff about MSI.
I'm down to
I'm
dance.
I'm really interested in what chat wants to see Olay talk about.
Okay.
I got an idea.
Okay.
Fresh
Go
off
for
the
it.
top of the head, like
All
the
right.
angel and the devil. You get Peter and Doublelift to like review things, and just dress Ollie up as the angel, Doublelift as the devil.
I'm Angel.
I assume you're the. Are you not the angel?
Secret devil.
Yeah. There you go. They just both review things together or something.
People said his favorite American music, Olay no shirt, Olay karaoke,
Beatboxing.
set Olleh and Olay on a date. Get Olay drunk and record. Olay, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay, good. Get Olay drunk and record what happens. Somebody just wrote Japanese girls. I don't know what that is.
That's it. Just Olay Japanese Girls episode 1.
Olay bachelor show.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, get Olay a date. Okay,
Oh,
so we've got some good ideas there. They all seem
like
to be
speed
either about
dating.
music, alcohol, or women. So I don't
Oh,
specifically rap music. I don't.
Does that not just say Ollie to you?
Twitch, yeah, Twitch chat's
It
like
just sounds like it needs to be a karaoke show where Olay takes
Oh,
different
Yeah.
sayonara.
Twitch chat's like,
Watashi wa
Olleh's so
Hankoku desu.
wholesome.
Oma check it.
let's get him drunk and have him rap with some women. So it's
Wait,
on
you basically
brand.
just want to turn Ollie into a rap star then,
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah,
Just shoot some music videos with Ollie.
yeah, yeah. That's good. You, Damien, you could get Broden really wants to do music videos, so you could probably convince him to
Does
work
he?
on a music video project. Yeah,
I can't convince him to work on anything else, so
yeah, yeah. Well, he knows who to work with in this industry. You know.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, can I ask you a question, Travis?
Yeah.
Okay, who runs the My Friend Broden account?
Oh yeah, the My Friend Broden Twitter. Mark, have you seen
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, I've seen it around.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's his friend. So whenever we were live streaming, or IRL streaming, it's here. I'll link it in the Twitch chat. Whenever we
It's not
were live streaming in Miami, he had all the people watching the live stream like go bomb his friend's Instagram, and then shortly after that occurred, like this Twitter account became a thing. So I don't know what's going on there, but apparently
Ooh, I like
something-
Doublelift. That's a good
Yeah.
What is it?
Doublelift.
Oh, okay.
Doing that. Yeah.
Angel. What would Ollie's name be? Angel.
They call him Angel, but that doesn't sound very good.
언제?
Yeah.
And-
Oh. Creative genius.
Damien, anything you want to shout out? Anything that recently came out that people can check out?
Just the latest episode of Squad, episode 12 Champions, is live on the Team Liquid YouTube right now.
Very good. So people can go check that out and see what it was like in Miami, right? It starts off with shots of them on the boat without Olay.
Correct. Yeah, because he was sleepy.
Is Ollie in it very much?
Yeah. He's in it a good amount.
Very good.
Olay. Oh my
That's-
god, wait, that's so good.
Olay is pretty
Olay?
good. Olay is pretty good.
Olay and
Okay.
Doublelift.
Yeah.
Holy and Doublelift.
Is
Okay.
it Ollie?
Yeah, like holy. Yeah.
Ollie. Oh,
Olay.
interesting.
All right, this is it. This is a new idea.
Episode
Thank you for
23.
allowing
Everyone
me
will
to,
think. Everyone
farm
will look
your-
back and be
your
like,
episode.
episode 23 was in the Hotline League, just really took a turn for the worse. Thanks so much, David, for coming on.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Yeah.
See ya.
All right. On to the next. A couple more shout outs. We got Lexar888, who said, Gucci Gang. Avara subbed. Hyunman subbed and said, Olay, Olay, Olay. Swaggy Boog donated $10. Hi, Olay.
Wow.
Axion Jackson subbed, or sent 200 bits, and Bilbo Swaggins subbed as well. By the way, guys, Streamlabs now has Patreon integration, so if you don't want to use subs or you don't want to do what, you can actually use Patreon, and supposedly it'll show up on screen. I say that only because I've lost $200 on my Patreon this month, so just a little plug for the Patreon as we're waiting for the next person. This show is so sellout. I'm sorry. By the way, some people have been using the word Gafford Gang, and I was asking if my sub should be called the Gafford Gang, like welcome to the Gafford Gang. And there's a poll on my Twitter that is like 53% yes, 47% no.
This next guy, you're gonna need to
Turn him up.
boost him a little bit on your end.
I'll
yeah.
turn him up as much as possible. Laggy Loser is calling in. Where are you calling from, Laggy Loser?
I'm calling in from Hong Kong.
Oh, very good. Yeah, you sound great.
Yeah.
All the way from Hong Kong. Were you?
Hong Kong.
What are you doing in Hong Kong?
Oh, I just live here, so
Oh, nice.
that's where I'm from.
Are you grew up in Hong Kong and you watch NALCS?
Yep. I think I started watching NALCS when it was in season 2.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, then that's how I get to know you and Doublelift and all those people.
Awesome, man. I really want to go to Hong Kong sometime. I've heard mixed things, but I would really like to go. I was so close whenever we were in Guangzhou last year for Worlds. Like, I guess Hong Kong is pretty close. But I just didn't get a chance to go.
Yeah, that's all right. It's a nice city, so you can come anytime.
Awesome. Well, what do you want to talk about on the show tonight?
So because I know Olay has been to many regions and he has played there, so I want to know a little bit more from the insider, like what's it like? What's the team culture like to play in different regions? Because I would imagine playing in Korea, then you would have to listen to the elders a little bit more often.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's it like to play in other regions as well?
Actually, in Korea, it's like really strict. Like, if you don't play solo queue enough, like your coach just gonna come to you and then like, hey, Oleh, I saw you were gonna play like 10 games at least, but you just play like 6 games. What did you do? And then it's really pressure. So, like he didn't say it nicely, you know. He said kind of like evil. Is it bad? Maybe not like evil. Like kind of got really angry, mad at me. Like, hey, Oleh, you are not good. You have to practice more. And then look at enemy. Like they go practice more. And then what the fuck are you doing? And I just, oh my bad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna play more. But it's like other region like Brazil. Like we just. Yeah, like no one gonna force me to practice. Like I was the player, but I was asking our teammate to play solo queue. Like, hey, Kami, just play more solo queue, please. Hey, Tulios, play more solo queue. Like I asked them to play solo queue, and they said like, oh no, our server is not that much good, so it's not helpful. So like, so what will you do? Like sometimes I have to argue with my teammates. Like in Taiwan also same. Like when I play in RMS, like my teammate didn't practice. I think that's the problem. It's like really good team like Flash Europe's or HQ at the time, like they just practice hard. Maybe their coach was good or maybe their player were passionate. But when I look at our team, like our team just like play maybe 2 blocks scrim and then they just went out and they hang out with friends or maybe just open stream and they had fun. So like sometimes I just ask them, hey guys, I want to win, seriously. You guys want to win too, so can you guys practice more, please? Yeah, and then it's kind of different. So, like if I'm really passionate Korean, like of course I'm gonna play in SK because you don't need to argue with your teammates. But when I play other region, like I have to argue with my teammates to let them play more solo queue. So, yeah, I think that's the really big difference.
Okay, so what's life outside of League like?
Outside the league, maybe I didn't go out that much. Like even when I was in Taiwan or Brazil, like I always got rank 1. That reason because I just stay in home and they play solo queue. So yeah, maybe that's my problem. Maybe.
Has being in different regions been like your experiences are really similar from outside of League of Legends and all those places because you mostly don't do much besides play League?
Yeah, I think so. Just I didn't go out that much. So.
Who had the best food?
Best food. Actually, I love Taiwan food. Really. There's like hot pot. You must eat. Must eat. It's like oh
Wait.
my god. It's really delicious.
Do you like it because that food is like the best to get delivered to you, or because you just like it straight up the most?
It's like there's like hot pot, like mara huoko. It's delicious SF. Really, really delicious. Like I was finding like in here, like where can I eat? And there's no hot pot around here. So
Yeah, actually, there's no good hot pot places in Santa Monica. There used to be Shabu Shabu, but that closed down.
Yeah.
Second most important question: which had the cutest girls?
Oh. I actually Korea and Taiwan, Hong Kong were they had cutest girl, and Brazil hot girl, and America cool girl.
Cool girl?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're cool, but
It-
they're not hot.
Wait, they're still hot girls, but when I think about American girl, it's like, oh, they're cool.
Oh, okay, so they're cool.
Oh,
Okay, interesting.
wait. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. But I mean, they're cool.
Okay,
The
very good.
secret, Olay, is whatever region you end up in next. I hope you stay in North America a long time, but go say whatever region you're currently in
Yeah.
has the best girls.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I mean, in wait, USA have like lots of like come from like all other region, right?
Yeah.
So
Diverse.
like I can't just think like that their appearance. Like I just know their personality or character, but my imprint was like, oh, they're cool
Okay.
because they're Asian, they're white girl and black girl and some Hispanic, whatever. There are lots of girls, so I cannot say.
Yeah. Well, let's move on before before we tread into dangerous territory. Laggy Loser, thank you so much for calling in, all the way from Hong Kong.
Thank you.
All the way from Hong Kong. That's really nice.
Thanks.
Hope to have you on again in the future.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay. Very good. Very good, Olay. Okay. Catching back up with the subs and the bits. So much thanks to Ari Waddle, who sent 600 bits and says, who does Peter love more, Olay, Biofrost, or Travis? Travis, I can answer that. Perfectly Adequate J resubbed, Dark King subbed, Kenton I subbed, Irish Blizzard subbed, Koi is stuff resubbed and says, let me help my boy Olay. Sculpted Soldier resub for 4 months. Thank you, everyone, for that. We've got Shira Yuri. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from California.
From California.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in Cali?
Riverside.
Riverside. Okay, so not too far out. I think. Did you go to the UC Riverside? I know TL did like a thing over there.
Yeah. I saw Peter.
Okay, very cool. Well, what do you want to talk about on the show today?
Right. Actually, I want to have a response to Frost Garen's topic from last week.
Oh, good. Okay, so really quickly for those that don't know, Frost Garen called last week and she was kind of posing the question of, is it on the league or is it on the team to build the brand of the players, right? Like, so making Cody's son more famous, is that on 100 Thieves or is it on Riot Games running the NALCS? It's kind of like a simple way to think. And we talked about a bunch of different stuff and some of the differences between NALCS and LPL with how they present the players and all that. But okay, so what did you want to talk about with that topic?
So I think the roots of the problem is that the East Asia as a sphere view gaming as much more prominent than the West. I'm not sure if Olay can contest to this. OGN used to do these like promotional tournaments with like these celebrity from like K-pop group, along with like all the SKT players or coaches, and do these like really fun tournament once a year. I'm not sure if Olay have seen it or not.
Olay, have you seen SKT playing with K-pop stars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the same thing happened with China. They do this like a yearly tournament of like these huge celebrities. So to promote the brand's league and as like different team together playing with these celebrities. So one of the example, it was like back in 2015 when Messiah was about to retire or not. Like he played with like this a huge Chinese celebrity, and then they had around 2.4 million view on like a Chinese streaming service, and that was really huge. And I think the problem with the West is that, like as a society, we still see video game as a stigmatized thing that's like a fringe topic, while in East Asia area like Korea or China is a lot more accepted.
What about Drake playing with Ninja?
Yeah. I mean, it's starting catching up, but it's not big as like because like the person Messiah is playing with is like this person called Angela Baby, and she's like really huge. She has done a lot of TV dramas, and she is a host of like a Chinese version of like a Korean, like a Chinese version of like a Korean variety show called Running Man. I'm not sure if Olleh have heard.
Yeah.
Running Man is famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's one of the main hosts for the variety show, and she promotes like she talked about League in one of those episodes, and like it got a really big shout out on the Chinese community. So I just wonder like if is it on Riot's part or is it on the team's part to reach out to the celebrity of like modern times, like in North America?
So I think for like big celebrities, you're probably looking at Riot Games to do it. But one of the things that Frost was actually talking a fair amount about was like throwaway content, as in like pretty quick stuff to shoot that you can just make and put out there that's like goofy and lighthearted. So there are these like pretty high profile shoots that will have celebrities and stuff, which I would say, you know, that's something we can work on too. But I think we spent more time in that discussion talking about like, well, why doesn't Riot just shoot a quick thing with Olay because he's a goofy, funny, lighthearted guy that who knows what it is, just something super goofy, which, you know, like Riot doesn't do goofy for the most part with their players. They do it sometimes with their casters and stuff, but not with the players.
I think this is the difference between like Tencent and Riot. Like for Riot, it's a lot more sport oriented, but in Tencent, it's much more like show oriented. Because like I have seen videos that put out by Tencent or affiliates that do variety program with pro players. Like they do like these silly things like eating it's what Frostburn describes, but it's around like an hour to 30 minutes long. So I'm pretty sure the production time would be like an hour to 2 hours. So they put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, I mean, if they're doing an hour and a half long video, it's probably like a day long production time.
Well, also Frost said that like for them, these shoots come first, and so like players will get scrims canceled on them to take part in those kinds of things.
Yeah, it's a lot more. I don't know how to put it rightly. It's just like they're more concerned about sponsorship more than anything else.
Yeah, I think that was part of the conversation too. Was like, is this something that we should be pushing a little bit more and North American ready?
But should like I'm not sure if like should like the sports team put. I'm not sure like should the sports team like the team should put more importance on these like sponsorship or not.
I think it's probably a little bit of both, right? So right now the owners and Riot are really close to each other because of the new franchise thing. Like they literally vote on what to do together. And I think, you know, it's the type of thing where like all of them should be focused and concentrated on how do we broaden the appeal of this stuff? Like is following it as like a sports thing the smartest way to approach this, or should we go about it a different way? You know, they have to figure that out for their own situation. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it moves forward, but I increasingly am skeptical about. I almost worry that esports is trying too hard to be sports-esque. Like I actually think there's a ton of stuff for esports to borrow from sports, but I think sometimes esports needs to sort of try and carve its own ways like an entertainment property. So maybe, yeah, you do goofy videos with the players that are somewhat similar to like what you see in Asia. I don't know, but it's something I've been thinking about more and more. Like the Ninja stream in Las Vegas was not esports, but it's very similar to like that is still within the same realm.
You have the celebrity interaction. That's like the important part. I feel like because League is so huge in China, there are like a lot of celebrity in China. They know they play it, so that's why they elevate League the status as a game, and that's how people know. Like the fans of these celebrities does not know a pro players, but then if they see these pro players stream with celebrities, they will know these pro player instead.
Yeah, I mean, I think celebrities is just one example. I don't think like the solution is to bring the celebrities in.
Yeah, I understand that, but like I feel like that's a huge portion why like.
Well, it kind of comes together, right? Like if gaming is more accepted, and these guys are like Messiah is a huge star in China, right? So it's also advantageous for in the same way that like Ninja's a huge star in gaming right now, like frequently beats NALCS viewership. or at least ties for it, just as one person. So having like Drake show up on that is like actually really helpful for Drake. Like I never fucking thought about Drake before. A bunch of people who like his music right now are like hating me, but like I didn't really care too much about Drake. Now actually like I've talked about and thought more about Drake and like started to recognize his music more whenever I'm out than ever before, just because he did that fucking Fortnite stream. So I don't know.
I just think if Olleh has something, he can go for it. Just yeah.
Well, I was gonna ask Olay, like, as a pro player, what kind of content would you want to be a part of? Would you want to be in fun, goofy, quick stuff? Do you like the serious, long pieces about like your life story and how much you've struggled, or do you just want to like have fun with the celebrity? Like, if you could be a part of any kind of video, what would you want to be a part of?
Maybe second and third. Like, of course, if I can be friends with like celebrity, yeah, I'll be good. I'll be really happy. But I know it's kind of hard to have those chance. And second is like I want to have some documentary of me, of myself, and maybe one day when I almost die, I want to see like YouTube video like.
You want to show your kids?
I did like that. Good shit, good shit. I don't know.
You just want to remember the glory days.
I mean, they do have documentary on LPL players. It's just like, they show it like I think NALCS does it too, like Drive.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Thank you, Yuri. That's actually it was a good topic, and I think I actually really like that we are thinking more about this and talking about it more, because I think it's something NALCS and other, like, as we try, like, I think LCS, like, we're not going to get more League fans, we're not going to get more attention, like, it's time to sort of start thinking about, now that you've built the product, like, how do you market it, how do you get more attention to it, like, what can you do, is it, like, the best way of presenting it? So it's actually a really good conversation. I'm glad we've talked about it on 2 shows now.
Yeah, I just wish Team Liquid at their best at MSI, and I'll see you guys in the future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Olay, somebody or Twitch chat keeps asking what happened to your daily vlogs. You were doing daily vlogs and now you aren't anymore.
Because I don't want to show them like nowadays I didn't take a shower, so I didn't want to show like I'm dirty.
Okay, why you couldn't you just take a shower?
Like if I don't know, I didn't want to take shower for only that one video.
Oh,
you mean nowhere to go? So I just stay in home and then I'm okay and just.
Did you take a shower before this show?
For 2 days I didn't.
You didn't take a shower today.
For 2 days. Yeah.
For 2 days you have not taken a shower.
Yeah, that's why I could just play solo queue forever.
Okay, so when was the last time you took a shower, Olay? Because this might be why you're having girl problems.
Wait, no. Today I take a shower.
Okay, today you did take a shower, but for the vlog, when you didn't do the vlog, it was because you hadn't taken a shower.
No, I was busy. I just.
Yeah, he's just saying he didn't shower today.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Okay. We will move on to the next caller. As Mark goes to get them, I want to say thank you to Shadow Demon 42, Akamo 3, Max Mage, Repulse, who sent 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. And said everyone go sub to Olay's Twitch channel. Everyone should go follow Olay's Twitch channel. I think the subs should go. OMG, it's Cole sent 500 bits and says, Olay, I dedicate mine by Bazzy to you, which I guess is a song I'm not familiar with. PC Loves Lomo has resubbed for 3 months, and Rory the Fish resubbed for 4 months. Feels like it was just 3 months yesterday, Rory the Fish, that you subbed. Thank you so much for the support. We got Not Dat Boy on the show right now. Not Dat Boy, where are you calling from?
Yeah, actually, I am calling from Chile, Valparaiso.
From Chile. Oh man, so many international callers.
Yeah, that's because Oleh is such an international man.
That's true. He brings all the international callers.
Yeah, actually, I'm a big fan of Olleh. I have like from Taiwan to NLCS, so yeah, I'm pretty excited to.
That's awesome. What do you want to talk about on the show today? On the show.
Yeah, I have two questions. So the first one is like, how's the environment in Sim Liquid house? Like, how's communication between players outside the game? Like, you talk, you go out. What do you do?
Like how? What do you do? What is life like as between all the players? Like how do they hang out or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah, it's like a work environment, or just like we are a team or they are friends. I want to know.
Okay. Do you got that, Olay?
So can you
Yeah.
ask
So
me
he's
again?
asking. So you work with all these Team Liquid players,
Yeah.
and you've been on other teams as well. Do you hang out with these guys? Do you go out with them? Do you get like you and me and Peter got Shake Shack at the start of the split? So do you hang out with them, or is it more like they're just colleagues for you?
I mean, if I got invitation, maybe I can go. But you invite me at the time, so that like I remember this year I went out like 4 times, 5 times. You were the first one,
Okay.
and yeah, I didn't go out. They didn't ask me.
Okay. So do the TL guys hang out together, or do they like?
No.
Okay, so they don't hang out together, so it's more like colleagues.
Yeah.
Do you ever play Fortnite with any of them? I know Jake plays a ton of Fortnite.
I don't play other games, so.
Only League of Legends.
Oh.
Do you play board games?
No.
Okay, so not that boy. What we're hearing is they're more like colleagues. I think.
I'm nerd.
The thing about relationships, Olle, is it's a two-way street. Like you gotta meet in the middle, and it sounds like you are stuck in your chair playing League all the time.
Yeah. But it's like, to me, I came to NA for, for League of Legends.
Yeah.
So like, whenever I went out, I just felt really guilty. I don't know why. So it's like,
Yeah, but my question goes to like that point. Brazil is like more friendly, I assume. Europe is like more cold, and Asia is like cold. I think I don't know, but the relationship in with people are like, I think in South America more like warm. You go out, you have more talks, and the work environment is not like so serious. So I was curious about like how it's league represented in that work environment and in the teams, like they manage that, how they makes player friends to cohesion.
Sorry, can you repeat that last bit? Not that boy. So you were saying in Brazil they hang out and go do more stuff?
Yeah, like the relationships between people are like more warm.
Okay.
They go out, they talk a lot. The work environment is not that serious. So how is that in like analysis?
Okay. So yeah, Ole's in Brazil. The rumor is that it's much more casual. People are like friendly and they like just going out and they do whatever. It sounds like maybe NALCS is more serious.
To me, both are the same, but I think NASS is more professional.
Okay. So
but I heard Brazil maybe they changed something, so maybe it's different. But when I was in Brazil, it was not like really professional.
Okay. So like there's less like kind of going out. Like in Brazil, did people go out and party?
The Pain Gaming teammates didn't go to party, so
Okay.
I see it's about maybe CS:GO team. I don't know, but
Yeah.
So my team was fine.
Does that answer your question, not that boy?
Yeah. So just one more thing. Sorry for my English.
It's okay.
I try.
No problem.
I'm a little nervous. Sorry, chat. But one question, last question. What's your type, girl?
What? Why is every conversation turned into women? He would like to know what your type is, Olay.
Oh, again?
Yeah, he wants to know. Yes, again, indeed. He wants to know what your type is. Like, what type of girl do you like?
Me? Let me think. I think it's not about appearance. No, it's about like my job is like busy, right? Like there's no like. It's like my screen is like till 10 p.m. and then I decide to practice more, so I just play till like 1 or 2 a.m. But I only can give my day off to myself like only 1 day per week, and I want girl who can understand my schedule and understand my job or my passion to this job, and yeah, pretty much like that. Just like now appearance, I don't care she's cute or hot or has thick body or I don't care. Just like just has good mindset and who can understand my side.
Yeah, that's a really good answer.
Yeah.
Does that answer your question, not that boy?
He's so pure. He's
Yeah.
so pure.
Thank you for calling in, and thanks for calling in all the way from Chile.
Okay,
Yeah,
bye.
thank you. I really like Chilean wines. That's an interesting Travis Gafford fact. Okay, no one else subbed or sent bits during that time, so I don't have to do that. I could just hang out with Olay. Olay.
Okay.
Olay, how much do you stream?
How much? Yesterday I streamed like 10 hours.
Okay.
And today I streamed with Stixay for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of people watching your stream?
No, around today was around 500. Yesterday was around 1,000.
Okay. So hopefully everyone can go watch. Is your stream just Olay or is it TL Olay?
Just Olay.
Olay. Okay. So people can go follow your stream right now. Robo Trigger has joined the call. How are you doing, Robo Trigger?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Very good. And where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Fullerton, actually.
Oh, okay. Were you at
Holy
the event the
shit.
other day?
No, I wasn't.
Well, I'm sorry. We're out of time. It was really good.
Alright
no,
then.
what? So Fullerton, do you go to the school there?
No, I'm graduated.
Okay.
I work a developer.
Okay, very cool. Well, what do you want to talk about on the show today?
Yeah, so I wanted to talk a little bit more. The two callers ago gave me a good start to this, so I don't have to cover all that. But I was thinking that NALCS doesn't do enough to help players like Olay become popular. I'll give you just maybe a quick story. So I kind of dip in and out of casual and hardcore viewership. So I was watching Immortals in 2016 a lot, and then I stopped watching, and after they got knocked out in 2017, I just randomly realized that NALCS was going back on, and I was watching Immortals, and they're talking about how Olay has this really good Morgana, and people are going to be banning this, and it's going to be good to see. And I had no idea who Olay was, and this is like the draft phase. And so, the only way I can kind of figure out who someone is if they interview them after the game, if they did well. And so I think that it kind of takes away from your experience because you don't know who players are going into the game, especially if you're casual. You kind of have to do all this extra digging if you want to learn who players are. I think the biggest thing for me is just show who's on camera during the draft. I don't know what you think.
Show who's on camera?
Label them, like they switch from player to player. At the very least, you guys are also talking about pregame content. Right now, this pregame content is so serious, and it has these interviews of just really basic questions. It's not that interesting unless they talk trash. But making that a little more exciting, switching it up.
What would making it more exciting look like? Because it's basically like what is it, Mark? Is it the casters, the analyst test normally that throws to like those little packages?
It's usually us, especially at the top of the day, and then there's like the Ollie interviews, some coach interviews.
Because I'm thinking of whenever they and as we get into the game, it turns out that Bjergsen has some strong words for Doublelift, and then it goes to Bjergsen.
Oh,
and
that's
he's
sometimes casters.
Okay,
but either way, it's the same content, I think, for the most part.
Because I think that's what you're referring to, Robo Trigger, right?
Yeah, that content that it could sometimes be bland. I guess I'll talk about like the NBA. I kind of follow a lot of professional sport or the physical ones, whatever,
traditional,
non-esports. In the NBA, one of the things they compare the other traditional sports is how good they are at marketing players. And I just think about players like LeBron. He has this iconic thing before a game where he throws this like baby powder in the air. I don't know if he's done that lately, but back when he was on the Heat. Also, like Steph Curry, they show how his pregame rituals. He does all these crazy things. He shoots threes from full court distance. Like they kind of talk about all these different things, and they show these clips of these players, being unique. And I think that with NALCS, you guys have so much content with your casters. Like you guys even mentioned it before, casters, analysts. They're kind of like the stars in a way because you do all this funny content, you come up with jokes, but the players are really the ones that should be the stars. So if you could maybe transition some of that creativity.
Yeah, Mark, stop trying to make it all about you.
All right.
No, I think you guys are great.
I'm ready to chime in. So I think you're right about the problem, but I think you're a little off on some of your like
okay.
I don't know, diagnosing of it. Yeah, because I agree. Like I think players should be the stars of the league. Absolutely. One of the reasons we appear more is because, no offense to Olay, but if you've been listening to this conversation, all this motherfucker wants to do is play League of Legends all day, every day. And LeBron James is the one who has that cool pregame ritual where he throws it up in the air. That wasn't like NBC or TNT was like, hey, LeBron, it'd really be great if you just came up with some little gimmick to make yourself cooler. So like, on the one hand, I think a lot of pro players just want to play the game, and that's why you might find it hard to have content around them. Secondly, I think one of the problems with being an esport is that what your character does is not what your person does. So like Steph Curry throws up half court shots. A lot of players like go into the game and will like load up Alistar and like practice WQ combos or practice flashing walls and like kind of goofy shit like that. They'll do 1v1s to warm up. But like, even if you go and capture those, one of your complaints was that I'm a casual viewer. I don't know who's who. So how do you pair in-game action with out-of-game people, right? Like that's a disconnect you're always going to have due to the nature of esports. And Emily was in chat. Emily was saying like, you can show players' faces more. And I think that's a great idea is like after a play, make sure to show that player who made that play, like their kind of reaction cam or something. And they can definitely do some stuff like that. But I think some of what you're experiencing is just due to the nature of being a casual viewer of an esport where it is one step removed from like who is actually doing what.
I was just going to say, sort of as a follow-up to that, I've been thinking about this for a little bit too. So I kind of agree in a sense where, like, especially on the broadcast, as you were saying, you only get kind of like the talking head before the game, and you get Ollie interviews, and maybe like some mic chatter or something at some point in time. I went to an NBA game. The only NBA game I've ever gone to was a Lakers game. I went to like 2 years ago. And during the break, they had this thing on screen that was like the countdown, and it was like 20 seconds with a player, and the player would just be saying, and it was like all their favorite things. So it'd be like favorite book, Harry Potter, favorite song, blah, 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 some Drake song, favorite this, like something else. And I actually thought like that stuff is super easy to produce and very little time consuming. Like literally Olay could finish a game, go back there, and they could just say like, Olay, like, read this, say your favorite thing. Read this, say your favorite thing. Read this. And it takes so little time, and the edit on it is super simple. And you just kind of churn those through. You put them up during breaks or downtime or instead of, like, the schedule thing or whatever. I also think the teams are producing really good content, and that stuff doesn't get shown on broadcast that often. Or rather, I don't think it ever does. And so they could just air, like, hey, as we get into this Team Liquid match, let's take a look at how they did or what life was like in their show, Squad, which you can check out on their YouTube channel. And you just air 30 seconds of an interesting scene from it with like a lower third that says their YouTube page. And guess what? Like now you've gotten free content for Riot's perspective. They got free content. They didn't even have to produce it. They can pick like a really interesting moment, and now they're promoting their partner thing. So I don't know.
Right.
I think that's kind of my take.
I think that definitely, whether my solutions are right or not, the idea that there's so much content out there, but you have to do all these extra steps to learn who the players are, attaching faces to names, to see the Team Liquid content, you have to go follow them on YouTube. Riot could be doing more to not have to have casuals take that step, I guess. Because I guess you want to put your most flashy, your best content up front so that they don't have to find it themselves. So that way you can get more people attached, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the argument would be that like the LCS is the flashiest product.
And they do actually make other side content, shoulder content. Like they did an Eyes On for Clutch Gaming. The problem was that nobody watched it. And I don't know if they featured it on the broadcast or not, but
it was on the broadcast,
yeah.
and some people watched it, but
on YouTube, yeah. I mean, it's just I don't even think, I'm not sure if it made Reddit or anything like that. So
right, but
yeah.
like speaking of Clutch, like their players solo, I couldn't picture. I watched every game in Spring Split, and if you told me before the playoffs, like what does solo look like, I couldn't picture that in my head, because
do you watch between the game stuff?
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
And so it's just, I guess there's a lot of players. If they show, I think to me the thing I'm most interested in is the draft. If they show players on screen, I don't actually know, if I don't know who like 3 of the players on the team are, like I don't really know who they're looking at.
When they do show them.
Yeah, when they do show them.
Yeah. Olay, would you be down for some funny videos from Riot? Would you do something like that? I
mean, I literally follow Riot every time, so.
If they tell you to do it, you just do it.
Yeah.
Someone, I think it was Emily again, asked if you have any interesting like pre-game rituals or something that you do.
Like, oh please God, let me win like this.
Well, like some people like they'll only eat chicken on their game days. Like they don't eat.
I one thing. It's like I had to go toilet
every time.
Oh yeah.
Hey Robo Trigger, thank you so much for calling in.
Really
appreciate.
So we need to get a camera in the back.
You coming on the show? That was really nice of you, Robo Trigger. That was great.
Let me know, and I'll get the camera in there.
Super good. Moving on to the next call.
It's like if you drink energy drink, you can pee or poop well.
Oh, Mark, I think it's time for you to grab the next caller.
Okay.
Tiberian subbed, thank you. Sham sent 200 bits and says Gafford gang. Tree Block 92 subbed, and we're all caught up with that. We've got a couple more calls, and then we'll be wrapping up the show.
Hello, Travis. We have our next caller.
Hi.
Hello. So we got Christy on the show. Christy, where are you calling from?
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Christy, you and I met at South by Southwest, right?
Yes, twice.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming up and saying hi. Then, what do you want to talk about? I think your mic is a little close to your mouth.
Oh, sorry. Is that better?
Yeah, it's way better. What do you want to talk about on the show today?
So I heard earlier today about the Golden Guardians making some roster changes, mostly that they're removing High for Mickey.
Yes.
So I was wondering, for all 3 of you, what kind of teams do you predict to follow suit with roster changes? And I also wanted to know if you think TSM will completely overhaul their roster again.
Oh, like if TSM will overhaul their roster right now?
For the summer split.
Oh wow. I think no, TSM won't do that. I think they might make like some infrastructure changes, like Reggie could get more involved or something like that, but I doubt that they're going to make major changes. So that's my take on that. What other teams do I think will make changes like Golden Guardians?
Well, I also want to ask.
Oh, go ahead, Mark.
I was going to say, Olay, what do you think of Mickey? Having been under the same org the last split, like, did you play any games against him with him? Like, what do you think of him? Will he do well? That kind of stuff.
I think when he has confidence on stage, like he's like really good. But like he was also famous, like how to say that, 1 to 6. That how to say that.
Coin flip is what they called him, right? Coin flip Mickey.
Yeah, coin flip Mickey. So like sometimes he's like gun mode Mickey, sometimes he's like trash Mickey, sometimes like okay Mickey. Like Korea has this meme to Mickey, so I think he has this problem still. But I think if organization or team manager, teammates maybe can help this stuff, I think his team will be really good. But yeah, it's like he's getting. I mean, like kind of hard to. I don't know. There's Korean in Gold Guardians. Is there?
He's the only one.
Yeah, so like he will feel more hard, like because when he played in Team Liquid Academy, like I saw like he couldn't talk that much. He just still talk. He just tried to talk, but sometimes he just wanna like explain tons of stuff, but he cannot do it in English. So like he felt really stressful. So I think if Golden Guardians wanna do something better with Mickey, they have to bring one Korean player or Korean coach, I guess. Otherwise, like Mickey will be really stressful.
Do you think that this is a good move instead of having High on the team?
I think like we lost to we lost to them once. Like they were okay. Maybe they just didn't know.
Well, they got
like,
last.
Yeah, they got last, but I felt like they had some potential, maybe, but yeah, I don't think High. I saw High was like main shackler there, and then like whenever you watch the game, like High mouse was non-stop like beatboxing like this, but like like
Yes,
this,
he was beatboxing during the game. That is true.
Yeah,
I would hope not. I feel like that might be distracting.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, Mickey wants to be like High, so if Golden Guardians want to win, they have to like bring one more Korean who can speak more. I mean, it'll be really hard.
Isn't that okay? Tell me though, isn't that an issue though? Because then you have, like right now, they can try to get Mickey to speak English and to work with the team that way. If you bring a second Korean player, now you've got half the team speaking Korean and half the team speaking English, right?
It's like, for instance, when I play in IMT, I like Flame also has some like he got stressed for because whenever he spoke English, he felt like he has to use his brain energy. Maybe that's what he said. Like he always got stressful, like by speaking English. So like I was helping him like this time what you can say in English. Like I was like helping him a lot every time. So like Mickey needs someone like that because he's not used to be in other country.
Yeah. So you think that the language barrier might be an issue and sort of the cultural barrier?
Yeah, like if they just play like this roster, I feel like they are not gonna be like team.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
they
yeah.
don't have shackler.
And it's not like every Korean just instantly gets along, but it's still better to have someone that you can probably relate to on the team than just feeling alone. I would
Okay,
imagine.
back to Christy's question. Olay, what other teams would you expect us to make changes, roster changes?
This summer?
Yeah, right now.
Only bottom tier team gonna change. Like Opti was last, right? Opti, Golden Guardians.
Golden Guardians was last, and
FlyQuest?
Optic, FlyQuest.
Optic, FlyQuest. I see FlyQuest, Golden Guardians, Optic 3 gonna change. I don't think strategy gonna change. They just need more synergy. So I see these three team.
Okay. Very good. Do you think TSM will make any changes or do anything different?
I feel like they're gonna believe in their players. Like oh, you guys are best, both you in Western, and then oh, Michael, you have so much potential. Like oh, we have best coach song. Like we gonna like work together, and they, actually we are good, but we just lost because we didn't best stretch. Maybe like this. So I mean, they were really good. Like in Scream, like I learned a lot from Missy. So I don't think there's no way to change their roster.
Yeah.
Are they the best in the West? Their bot lane.
I'm not toxic.
Mark, how about you? What teams do you expect to make changes?
I would say like you look at the bottom three teams. That's the obvious three. I don't think Clutch will, because it was hard. Like I mean, they got third, fourth, didn't really underperform. I don't think Echo Fox will, but maybe they just like given how their season ended and they had some roster shuffling kind of going on at the very end. That would kind of be like my dark horse team to see one change up, anyways. Just because it seems like they were close to letting that happen, anyways.
Yeah, I expect to see TSM stay the same. FlyQuest to change. Golden Guardians is already changing. Optic and I think CLG will stay the same. Although I feel like CLG could surprise us. I think if you're CLG, you have interviews with all your players and your staff, and you try to decide like, is there an obvious change? I think one of the problems with the split right now, or the break in the split right now, is there aren't that many options, right? Like Golden Guardians is pulling from like a questionable player, no offense to Mickey, who's usually considered like a 50-50 player from like an academy team. It's there's not like a lot of free agents that are well known and or whatever. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Christy, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I was wondering if Olay could do some freestyle beatboxing, because I really liked that little sample that he gave earlier.
I can do, but I don't think this mic is good enough to.
It sounded. You did a little bit. It sounded
good.
Okay.
It sounded good.
Okay. Ollie, okay.
Oh my god!
That was very good. That was
amazing.
Is it? Mike was fine?
Yeah, that was good. I mean, I could not do that, so good job.
That was amazing. Thank you. You just made my night.
Thank you so much, Christy. I
Have a good night.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Sure. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah. We lost Vacui, who was in the waiting room. I don't know.
His question was kind of similar, and since we're over 10 minutes.
I mean, we started late.
Do you want me to get it?
Maybe, and maybe we just end with.
All right, fine. I'll bring him back.
Okay.
Only the reason you're here longer is Travis's fault, not mine.
It's fine. Hey, Doublelift hosted us. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Hello, everyone from Peter's stream.
Woohoo!
Welcome to this show. This is a show about League of Legends esports. We've got Ollie on. It's a call-in show. If you haven't been here before, or you haven't seen this, that's what this show is. Mark, did you see what happened?
No.
Peter hosted us, so we have 14,000 people.
Ah, shit! Yeah. I hate Peter's fans.
Yeah. Should we? Oh, okay. Well, I guess.
You just want to call the stream right now, dude. My night's ruined.
His fans are amazing people, and they're so awesome. I can't believe how many are following right now. There's a great follow train happening on the show right now. It's amazing. Really quickly, for those of you that have not seen the show before, this is a show where we have people that call in to the show, so it's kind of like a live radio show. We'll probably go for a little bit extra just because you guys are all here, and and so if you want to call in, maybe we'll add 3 more calls to the end of this. Mark, could you have time for that?
Yeah, I have time. I'll put the link in Twitch chat right now. Spam it if
There's
you guys
a
want to
Discord.
try
If you want to talk to Ollie about something, we'll pull another 3 people into the waiting room, and just make sure that when you put your question in, that you are actually in one of the channels, like the general channel.
You need to join a voice channel, and then you type your questions into the text channel, so I can pull you into the thing. Make sure your mic works.
Yeah. Thank you, Yuna, for the sub, and Real Foxy for gifting 1 to Doublelift, and thank you to Doublelift, who I told I would pay $100 to if he hosted this. So that worked out well. We have Janelle on the show.
That's all it costs? Holy shit! I'm gonna buy so many hosts from
Janelle is on the show. Janelle, where are you calling from?
Hey, I'm from Orlando, Florida.
Okay, you're a little quiet. I'll try to turn you up. And you were at the Miami finals, correct?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Is there a chance?
Wait, were you cheering for Team Liquid?
I was.
Okay.
Wait, I feel like there's a story here based off tone.
Yeah. I actually don't know if you're trolling or not, Mark. Do you know?
No, I don't know. Is this the girl that we were talking about earlier?
Yeah, so Janelle...
Oh, well, so I didn't fucking know.
...held up a sign. You're a very sarcastic person. Janelle held up a sign in the audience that said she was rooting for Team Liquid. She wanted to watch Gossip Girl with Olay and go to Disney World with them. So now she's here. Janelle, what do you want to talk about on the show today?
So I wanted to know how the fans differ from each region, and how that affects you, and which is your favorite region to play in.
So, Olay, you've played in several regions now. What is it like with the different fans?
Actually, I didn't have that much fan in Korea, and
Well, but
Yeah,
you
so
saw how the fans treated other people, other players, right?
Yeah, I know. Korean fans are really like they always give some food or something.
Yeah,
They
they
always
give a lot of gifts.
yeah, a lot of gifts. And in Brazil, they didn't give me that much, but they just like when I met them, they just try to hug me or sometimes kiss me. Like I had to avoid like this, and yeah, they're like really like how to say like wow, really cheerful.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like when I play on stage, like sometimes my mouse was da 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 because they're cheering so loud. So, yeah. And then America, Taiwan, there are some fans like they're kind of similar as the Korean fans, but like I couldn't just talk with them that much because they didn't speak English and I didn't speak Mandarin well. And America, I don't know, I met some fans and they were nice and we always took a picture right after game.
Yeah.
And but in Taiwan and Brazil we didn't have this stuff that much, so only when I went to event I could just took a picture with them. But yeah, like it's really in America I'm really happy to see my fans that they always take a picture together. So,
Yeah.
So
like it's like in America, I can feel like more close because sometimes they just talk to me.
Yeah.
So that's all like in-person fans, though. What about like online fans? Are they
Online
any
fans,
different?
Like Reddit and
Brazilian
Twitter and stuff.
fans are really nice. They're I don't know. Some people say like Brazilians are like rude to other people, but I mean they are nice to me. So I don't know. I love Brazilian fans and Taiwan fans is like they're nice, but they like gossip. They love gossip, so
Oh,
they
Taiwanese
always
fans love gossip.
yeah they love gossip. Like it's not like they love gossip.
Okay.
So
So you can expect like some kind of their version of Reddit thread about you and Janelle, but
hmm so it's like if I say something wrong, like because I'm not speaking Korean, so like even here like I can make some like misunderstanding, blah blah blah. But like Taiwanese fans just catch my word, like oh Olay, you're so fucking cocky because I say oh I want to be the best support, but maybe the translator just say something differently and
Mhm.
he's maybe he means like I say or let's say I'm best support in the world. So like people just like use that gossip like oh let's say he's the best support in the world and then he's so fucking cocky, like I hate Olay, blah blah blah. And I was like my life got fucked up. But I mean it's like that.
Yeah. So then Janelle's next question was it which fans do you like the most, or was it just which region, Janelle?
I guess which region?
Okay, so which region have you enjoyed the most?
I think Taiwan and USA, these
Okay.
two.
Tied.
And Brazil. Wait, I love them. Or
Okay, so you can't pick?
I can't pick, but I love
Ollie,
all.
you have to pick. Gun to your head.
But you say
5,
I have to choose USA,
4.
so I'm gonna choose USA.
Okay.
Yeah. Good job, you did it.
I love
You listen to my advice.
USA.
Yeah, you have to say North America, otherwise the Canadian fans get angry.
North America.
Yeah, there you go.
I wanna go Toronto.
You want what?
He wants to go to Toronto.
Oh, to Toronto?
Take him, Travis.
Yeah.
Wait, are you from Toronto?
No, I'm American. I don't know. I think
Ah.
Mark just wants me to go to Toronto.
I wanna go Canada.
Yeah. Janelle, do you
Cody
want...
is from Canada.
Janelle, do you want to go to Toronto?
Yeah, I was just there, just visiting.
Oh, really?
I travel a lot. Yeah.
Oh, so then you're very familiar with Toronto.
Yeah, we could eat some poutine.
Oh, okay. So you could be like Ole's guide in Toronto.
Toronto.
Sure.
Okay. Well, maybe after MSI you guys can talk or something.
DM's always open.
DMs are open.
You have her Discord. Just go add her as a.
Yeah.
Add her on Discord. Come on.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Janelle, do you have anything else that you want to talk about?
The Olay's Discord just wanted to say that they loved you. And do you want to go to Disney World?
Wait, where is it? The Disney World?
In
You mean-
Orlando. It's
Huh?
in Florida.
It's Florida. I never been to Florida.
Well, you were.
Yes, you were just.
Miami's in Florida.
Miami is Florida. I
Yeah.
didn't know. I saw
Florida's big.
Yeah.
Okay. So Florida is here and then Miami is here.
No. Miami is in Florida. So
Oh.
you've got Florida, which is a big state. And at the
Florida
bottom of Florida, you have Miami and Orlando. So
I see, I see.
you were in Miami, and Janelle is from Orlando, and Disney World is in Orlando. So she was saying that you could go with her to Orlando. They're both cities, Miami and Orlando.
If I
are
go
cities.
to Florida, of course.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Okay, good. There we go. If you go to Florida, you can go there, but maybe you guys can go to Toronto too.
Great.
Yeah, there we go. Janelle, thank you so much for calling in. People were spamming your Twitter earlier, so I'm sure you'll get some interesting tweets.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. Thank you so much, though. That was a good question.
You.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye. Okay. 3 more callers. We're wrapping stuff up. So many follows right now. I know the follows don't display on screen, but I see all of them, and I thank you guys very, very much for following. It's really, really nice. And I hope you guys enjoy my future streams and future Hotline Leagues. We did a show with Doublelift a little while ago, actually. He was on the show. It's up on my YouTube channel.
None of you guys showed up.
Vacui is here.
Great fans.
Vacui, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Massachusetts.
Ooh, you're very quiet.
Where in Massachusetts?
Worcester. I'm in school.
You go to WPI?
Nope. Worcester State.
Okay.
Very cool. Well, hey, what do you want to talk about on the show?
Well, first off, congrats, Olay.
Thank you.
You winning the split makes my time spent as a TL fan finally worth it.
Good.
So the Golden Guardians, no, caller just called. They came out with some pretty big roster changes, and of course Reddit didn't think it was a good idea, but I do. I think that it's a long-term good idea, not so much short-term, but it'll pay off in the long run.
Oh, the Golden Guardians roster change you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so why is it a bad short term? Why is it a good long term?
So of course, Hai leaving the team. That's going to be an English speaker gone, and Mickey's joining. Yeah, I guess he doesn't speak that good English. It's going to be hard for him to gel with the team at the moment, and he probably doesn't have the shot calling experience that Hai has. That's all the short term problems in my eyes.
Yeah, but that's I mean those are pretty big. You're like, oh, it's only that they lost their shot caller and that they've gotten somebody who doesn't speak the same language as the rest of the team.
Yeah. However, since I've been a TL fan, I heard Lorlo and Matt's comms on the squad series for the past 2 years. 2 years. And they're very vocal, and I think that they can do a very nice job in kind of taking Hai's role and being the main 2 shot callers.
Yeah.
They were very vocal. Special's moved to the assistant coach. I think he's going to bring a lot of experience, and even the academy teams, their prospects. It's a lot of good talent and experience. They can even be developed for LCS. I think that Laud or is it Benji now? I think that he had an injury, which was why he left Team Dignitas, but he's coming back. He's been spamming solo queue, and I think that he's comparable to Deftly.
Sorry, did I miss it? I thought he was on the academy team.
Yeah, he is. He's comparable in skill level to Deftly. They can sub out. I think that developing him on the academy team, there's a possibility if he's getting to the level of LCS, he's comparable to Deftly on skill level, and even Sheep brings a lot of experience. I don't know if he's LCS
but like,
level.
aren't these all mostly the same problems? That do you have enough consistent firepower and skill to can beat teams like Team Liquid and like other teams that are quote unquote stacked, at least for the North American region? Like, is swapping Deftly for Laud sound like the play that you're gonna make to somehow make the playoffs in summer split and get enough championship points to go to Worlds?
I'm sorry, I think my university Wi-Fi is making me bug out.
It's okay. Maybe we can talk about this. So Golden Guardians consistently says that they're playing a long-term view. And so if that is the case, maybe swapping out high is a short-term loss, or maybe they will just stay the same. But long-term, they're gaining a player who will learn English, learn how to better communicate, and be able to... Mark, don't argue with Hunter in the chat right now.
Why would I always argue with people in the chat.
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm still getting...
Okay, Vekwi, it's fine. We'll just switch you to another channel, and we'll kind of answer your question. Hopefully you can catch it in the VOD. But thank you for the question. So, and, we'll just figure it out. Sorry your Wi-Fi is cutting out. All right, so, yeah, his general conversation was just about, is this a good or long-term decision? I think it's a good long-term decision. I mean, obviously, as we discussed in last week's episode, I'm a little biased on the Golden Guardian stuff, but I think... I don't know if they're going to get anything better than last place and summer split, but I do think they can now take the rest of this year to get Mickey associated with the team, get him learning English. I mean, we saw that Seraph was, once he learned English, I think it was much easier for him to communicate with his team from the time that he was off CLG and went to another team. So I think, I don't know, I think this makes a little bit of sense, and, they can make him more consistent. I don't know. Mark, short versus long term?
I think it's better than sticking with that roster for another split. I think any move is the right move there, unless What
if they brought me in as their support? Would that be the right move, Mark?
Okay, I'm talking about things that might actually happen. I think
I've got a good relationship with that team.
That's great. What I'm saying is, it's between spring and summer. A lot of people are under contract. It's hard to make a big splashy move or whatever you're going to try and do, the big brand, big name signing. It's hard to do that right now. So I understand that maybe Mickey's not the sexiest pickup in the world, but I do think it was good to try and change some things on that team overall. Is this exactly the right move? No, but I'd rather see them trying something than just doing the same thing again.
Olay, so we kind of talked about this before, but Mickey.
Yeah.
You are a Korean player that you traveled a little bit before, but you came to NALCS. How long do you think it would take for him to feel comfortable, have pretty good English skills, become a part of the team?
I mean, even I just talk in English, Brazil and Taiwan, and here I just spoke English for almost now 4 years, but I still feel hard to talk with native speakers sometimes.
Sure.
But even now, I just watching Netflix drama Orange is the New Black or Gossip Girl, or sometimes I just watch that English movie and then just study hard. Even I feel really hard. I can't be really comfortable with my English, but just think I study English really a lot when I was in high school to go university.
Yeah.
So when I went to Brazil and Taiwan, my English was okay to communicate, but usually pro players didn't study hard English.
Yeah.
So it will take long time for Mickey IMO.
Okay.
If he wants earlier, he has to study a lot. My job is as you know, I just stay in home forever. I don't go out, but when I have time, I just watch English drama to be familiar with English.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, Olay is definitely, along with maybe Huni and Rainover, probably the most proficient English speaking Koreans that we've seen. So and Olay obviously saying he puts in the work to learn how to speak English. It doesn't just come easy either. Most important follow-up from this though is, what's your favorite character on Gossip Girl?
Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck Bass is shit.
Chuck Bass is shit.
Who is that?
I don't know how you describe him.
He was really playboy. He just went to bar or something else and then doing something.
He was
always
how
you see yourself, Ollie?
No.
You're a playboy?
That's who he wants to be. He wants to be Chuck Bass.
No. I mean, he was playboy, but he turned to be nice guy one by one.
Oh, okay.
Because one love with I forgot Blair.
He
fell in love with Blair, and then.
All right, no more spoilers. Let's move on to the next caller. Let's see. Any subs or bits or anything that I need to shout out as we move on to the next caller? We shall see. Yes. So again, Real Foxy, thank you for the sub to Doublelift. Miss Lee, MSSLY, thank you for the sub. And Louder99, thank you for the resub. 4 months. That's very, very generous of you. Hope all you Doublelift folks are enjoying your time here.
That's a great transition because we got a Doublelift question.
Hunter disagrees with your guys' decision for that being the best character.
I mean, if you're gonna complain about like what they've done wrong, every person in that show has like fucked up massively.
Okay.
And maybe I don't know. Maybe Chuck Bass is one of the worst guys, but you know, whatever.
All right. Blue Jay.
Try to kill him.
Blue Jay, you've been on the show before, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. Well, welcome back. Where are you calling from?
Kitchener, Ontario.
Kitchener, Ontario. Somehow I knew you were a Canadian. I think I Blue Jay is like isn't that a Canadian thing, like the Blue Jay?
Interesting you should ask, Travis, because it's a pretty popular baseball team from a pretty popular city that Olay would like to visit.
Oh, in Toronto. Okay, yeah, that's what I
thought.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Yeah, he's gonna go there with Janelle, I believe. The two of them. Maybe.
Not anymore.
Yeah, after Ollie wins MSI, he's gonna go.
Yeah.
I want to win MSI.
Hunter is very offended with you, Mark. All right. Blue Jay, what do you want to talk about on the show?
So I actually just wanted to ask him what is the best and worst things about playing with Doublelift.
Oh, and
yeah,
we just got
spice.
Poor Doublelift just sent all of his fans here, and now Ole's gonna expose them. Best and worst things about playing with Doublelift.
And can I just add a rule? You can't say I'm not toxic.
Wait, he's toxic fan.
Okay, why don't we just start? Why don't we just start with the worst thing, and then we'll get that out of the way. Worst thing of playing with Doublelift.
Oh, okay, that's good. Wait, okay. Worst thing is he doesn't care of me.
Oh, Bible thump, man.
Yeah.
Wait, he doesn't care about you? You're saying?
Yeah, it's like, after we won NASS, I said to Peter, "Hey, Peter, we didn't play Kaisa this patch, so I want you to have a great break and then just come back. And then when you come back, just tell me we can do like play Kaisa and then Kaisa plus new support. We can practice about it." And then he just came yesterday, and then today I saw maybe he gonna ask me duo or something, and then he just tweet, "Oh, 1 PM, I'm gonna deal with Biofrost." I was like,
well, you were doing with Stixay, right?
yeah, because he fucking did. You want to play?
Oh,
game,
it was like the
I
bitter.
play game, dude.
Bitter X's.
Okay, so you duoed with Stixay because Peter duoed with Biofrost.
Yeah.
Okay.
I talked to Stixay. Hey, if Biofrost duo with him again, just call me. I'm down to do it every time.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay. All right. So now that we've got that out of the way,
Team Liquid announces.
What is the best thing about Peter?
Best thing, I think during season, like he talked to me about my problem, and it was not a nice way, really not nice way.
Wait, again, this is supposed to be the best thing. This is supposed to be the positive part.
This is the best he can do, all right?
But his way to talk was not a nice way. But there's always but, but he always makes me made me like better player. Always gave me some pressure to work harder. I think like in short term that's bad, but in the end it's good shit.
Yeah. Do you think you are a better player because you played with Peter?
I think I turned to be much better because Peter. So that's why I say he's good.
Saved.
He's good.
Yeah. Because I see, like, I felt like at the beginning of the split, like you guys were kind of like there was a little bit of a rift, but by the end of it, like, didn't he turn and like hug you at finals? Like, I felt like you guys were much better, even if now he's cheating on you with Vincent.
I feel like he has something like, I don't know how to say. Wait, it's like, like usually he's like bad boy, like fuck you like this, and then when I do something well, only once, and then he said, "Oh, I will give you a carrot, motherfucker." They just hug.
Okay.
And I just, oh, I made this for a long time, motherfucker, and they just cry.
Yeah.
You guys need to hug more.
Yeah.
I
Hug
mean, I interviewed with you. He didn't hug me, so like we changed. Okay, just clap hands like this, clap hands, and
Okay.
in the end, we just finally hugged.
Yeah.
I think I gotta say though, Olay, like maybe other people agree, but I would say as the split went on, you guys became kind of like a wholesome duo, if you would. Like as time went on, I think things did start to seem a lot better.
Would you describe your and Doublelift's relationship as wholesome?
No. Please don't say like that. It's not Lear's shit. Maybe for entertaining, I can say, "Oh, we are wholesome," but the Lear story is not wholesome.
Okay. All right. Well, we tried. Anything else, Blue Jay?
I have a quick question. Who's your favorite team to scrim against,
Oh, TSM.
and why?
Oh, they play really seriously. So
Oh, okay.
like I can learn a lot every game.
Very
All
good.
right, that's cool.
Thank
yeah,
you,
I
Blue
don't want
Jay,
to
so
hog
much
the
for
chat,
calling in.
so yeah, thanks a lot for having me again.
Yeah. Really appreciate
Take care, guys.
Yeah. Are you in a ranked game right now?
Me?
Yeah. Discord says you're
No.
in a ranked game of League of Legends.
No, wouldn't that be lit though?
Yeah, I would be impressed. Anyway, thank you so
No.
much for calling in.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah. All right, I believe we got one more caller. I want to give a shout out to Maddie Freg for the sub, Korean Jesus 21 for the sub, Drumstick Samurai for the sub, and Bond Dance for the sub. I'm trying to see how close are we to hitting my. I think my record is 600 sub points, and we're at 585. So I don't know if we'll ever hit or break the record on this because we're wrapping up, but we'll see. We will see. Exponential, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
Where are you calling from?
Chino Hills, actually.
Chino Hills, and you're a sub. We were just talking about subs. Thank
I
you so much
am.
for
Yeah.
being a sub. Chino Hills, so pretty close. You have a really weird. I wish I could show this on the stream. I don't know how to, but you have a really interesting profile picture. It's like a self-drawn Team Liquid horse.
Yeah, I didn't draw it. I
That's
actually
the old.
found it.
Yeah, it's a meme picture from when we sucked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was unintentional. I've had that one for a while. I just thought it was pretty funny. So.
Okay. Very good. Well, it's an interesting.
Olay
picture.
likes it, dude. You guys.
Whenever
Olay
you
wants to
first
make
see it, I'm sure somebody can find it and link it in or people can join the Discord and look at it, and maybe people can link it. When you first see it, you think it's like the actual Team Liquid logo because it's so small. And then I
Yeah,
clicked your
it's,
thing,
like,
saw that you were a
close.
sub, and I saw something very different. Olay really likes the picture.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna try and Google it. You answer the questions.
Yeah, find it for Olay so that he can see the full version. Exponential. What do you want to talk about?
I was gonna say that I think it's good that Team Liquid didn't go to Korea to boot camp.
Okay.
I think that NA teams they like fall in a trap of trying to copy Korean teams instead of playing like their own style.
Yeah. What?
Like,
by the way, we
the-
didn't ask you where you. Oh yes, Chino Hills. That's
Chino
right.
Hills, yeah.
Sorry. Oh yeah. Mark found it. It's here. We'll put it in the Skype for you, Ollie.
I also messaged it on Discord to you. You just gotta copy it from that tweet.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
Yeah. That horse is so cute. All right. So the question is, was it smart because Fnatic went to Korea to boot camp, Team Liquid did not. Olay, do you wish that you had gone to Korea to boot camp, or do you think that's not helpful?
Actually, my win rate is much higher in Korean solo queue. So I wanted to play in Korean, but sadly, we just decided to go to Europe. So, but I mean, I just still practice in North America. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. But I feel like in Korean solo queue you can learn more. So I want to go, but yeah, we didn't. So.
Would you do you feel like Fnatic will have an advantage because they went to Korea?
I mean, if they do Scream, but they didn't go at all, right? Only Reckless went, no?
Oh, was it just Reckless? I thought Fnatic went.
Is it or Fnatic?
Oh, sorry. I've been corrected. Only Reckless went, according to
Yeah,
Twitch chat. I'm
or
sorry,
like
guys. I got that wrong. That's my fuck up for the show.
One? Or that's...
You got something to say, Mark?
No, we started right on time.
So, Olay, why didn't you go to Creative Bootcamp?
I said that. I say I want to go to Korea, and they say, oh, we are not going.
But
If
you
wanna
could have
go-
gone for like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, and then they say if you want to go, you have to buy a ticket by yourself. So
Oh, you didn't want to buy the ticket? Why?
my
Don't you think Reckless probably bought his ticket?
maybe reckless. Oh yeah, actually I could buy. I could buy. Oh, I see.
It's not too late. Your flight to Germany is on Tuesday, so you could try, or Wednesday, so you could try to catch a flight right now, fly over. You could probably practice for 12 hours in Korea, and then
have
fly
horrible
back.
jet lag.
Yeah.
Not be able to sleep for days before the tournament.
Yeah.
So one of the things I know Exponential, I think, said in the text thing was that sometimes people feel like the people practice in Korea and then they try and copy the Korean style, but they can't play it as well. And there's like a concern that like you're showing how you play to Korea. And I know some fans have the sentiment that scrimming in Korea, while it does make you better, doesn't actually improve your chance of winning. What do you think to people who say that kind of stuff?
I think play against Korean team in scrim or like it's really good every time, but I don't think just playing solo queue is good. So like the copy stuff is like I always watch Korean streamer, so I know what's going on in Korean solo queue, so I can learn a lot. But it's still same game. Like League of Legends is League of Legends. Korean solo queue is same as North America solo queue.
Yeah.
So nothing really different.
Yeah.
Just you can feel like, oh, they are so great player. I'm playing against like really like Faker's there, maybe BDD's there, and there are so many great players. So you can feel like, oh, I'm good enough to play against them. But the thing is like, yeah, it's like really top high elo game is kind of same each region. Like I believe in Korea, maybe 200 challengers are really god players, and maybe in North America, maybe 50 players are god players like that. So, like, but I can play like if I just getting higher elo, like I can play against like really good players in North America. So
yeah.
Well, I know because Worlds is in Korea this year, so I know that all the teams are going to go boot camp in Korea. But I think scrimming against the Korean teams, because season 6, I guess, TSM, when they were winning games early, they just won super early all the whole season. That's how they won their whole summer split. Yeah. And then they came to Worlds and they played like this super slow, they basically just tried to do the Korean version of the game, but did it worse. So I think that it's better that teams are trying to keep their own individual ways of how they win the game instead of just trying to copy what the top Korean teams are doing at the...
I think I'm not gonna copy their support. It's like I think I was the first one who made like Caitlyn Morgana combo. I believe I was the first. And then when no one used Morgana and Caitlyn, I just say like, oh, Morgana Caitlyn is broken, and I was using, and then somehow people just start to play Morgana Caitlyn. Even like when I was in Taiwan, I look at like NASS and I just Bard seems good, and I just start to play Bard. So like copy is not good way. Or like sometimes I just watch some other region, I just copy their way if I think it's good. So like I'm gonna copy Korean if I feel like that's good. So like Korean is not the best, maybe it seems best option to copy, but I'm not just gonna copy like with blindfold.
Yeah.
Very good. Hey, thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate the call, Exponential, and I hope that we can talk or have you on again in the future.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. I will talk to you in the future.
All right. Bye.
All right. So that is the show. And sorry, I was just policing Discord a little bit.
Most important shout out we can give, of course, is that, as you guys may not have been here for it, Olay's DMs are open. So if
don't do that to
wants
Janelle.
I did not do that to Janelle. I'm doing it to Olay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm just mean like, you know, who else is gonna hit him up? I want to shout out to Owen by HP for doing this show. Ateo is a clothing company that makes really cool hoodies. Mark is going to show one here in a second. They are not a sponsor of the show, but they are friends. You can't really get an image of what the product looks like, so just go check them out at ateo.com because Mark is not
This
showcasing
is how you
them.
wear it.
Amazing, but
it's high fashion.
Yeah. So Rachel and Brienne made those. They're cool people. You can check them out. I don't know if they're still in the chat or not, but they're really cool. The hoodie that Ollie is wearing right now is not an Ateo hoodie, but you could be wearing an Ateo hoodie if you'd want. I'm going to stick around for a couple minutes after the show so you don't feel like you need to leave yet. But Mark, do you want to give any shout-outs, any plugs?
You know, I usually say no sarcastically, like, haha, I really do. I am working on stuff and I should probably shout it out. But this time I legitimately am doing fucking nothing with my life but this show. I watched 35 episodes of Hunter x Hunter in the last 24 hours. I'm going to watch some more when this is done. I'm very bored, and I hope to no longer be bored in the future.
You really need to invoice me, because if this is the only thing you're doing,
you need to pay financially sound individual, Travis. Don't worry about me.
Okay, good. Then you don't need to invoice me. Don't worry about it. We don't need to. Olay, what do you have anything that you want to shout out? Anything going on in your life? Anything you want to say to the fans?
I have been doing my best to for MSI. So the only thing I can do is just play well on stage for North America. So yeah, just please cheer for us. And maybe we can fail 1 or 2 games, maybe, but we will always try to come back. And yeah, I saw our team this split and they work really hard. So please give us some belief, and yeah, we're gonna practice hard and then play better.
Yeah. How far can you guarantee you're gonna go?
At least top 4, at least.
Okay. I think most of North America will be happy with.
Yeah, top 4 would be nice.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Low expectation, get higher, something, you know.
Yeah.
You think top 4 is low expectation?
To me, at least.
Wow.
Nice. That's cute. Are you gonna hit up Janelle after MSI?
What is genocide?
Olay. Janelle is the woman that was in here earlier. She wanted to go take you to Disney World or Toronto. Yeah. Will you talk to her after MSI?
I mean, if I win, of course, what I can do.
Okay.
I can just go.
If he wins, the plane goes left to Disney World. If Olay doesn't win, the plane goes right to. He plays a ton of solo queue.
Okay, very good.
Maybe I have to fix my teeth stuff after MSI. So even though I win, maybe I feel like I'm not gonna make it.
Okay. Well, you can't talk about how you're lonely and then never talk to the girl that wants to hang out with you. That's my advice to you.
Yeah, I'm so lazy. I'm sorry, girls.
Olay, let's all get lunch this week. You, me, and Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. But wait, 2 days later we are leaving.
2 days from now?
Yeah, they're leaving on Wednesday.
25 is.
Oh, what the fuck?
They're gonna boot camp.
Yeah.
You didn't know?
I don't know why I thought. I don't know. I'm a dumbass. Yeah. Ignore me. All right, tomorrow it is.
Tomorrow, tomorrow I have the meeting with Damian.
Just push it.
Push it?
I know Damian. It's fine.
Talk to Damian.
Tell Damian to come and shoot this instead. Us getting lunch.
Oh, wait, that's a good idea. Maybe you just talk to him because I feel sorry to him. So.
All right.
He's saying yes in chat, so this is gonna go fine.
He say no here.
No, that's a yes.
I think Damien just messaged me and he said it's fine. We don't need him at that time anyway.
Oh.
He said just get him back by 3 p.m.
Okay.
I don't know if Travis is trolling or not.
I don't know. So.
He's just Damon's just trolling in Twitch chat. We can totally go hang out.
I have a meeting at 2:30, so anytime before 2:30.
Yeah.
Or we'll have to be done by 2:30.
Okay. For me, I want to shout out to Peter, who hosted this channel. I really appreciate that. Thanks to Omen. Thank you to
Wait, he just back to home without asking me.
Well, you were still on the show.
I mean, it's almost ending, and he can drive together.
Well, he didn't know. He had just hosted me. He thought I was going to stay for a while. You can't be upset about that.
Can't believe.
Well, I mean, Doublelift has been on the show before. I think he knows it ends around this time.
Yeah, but he hosted me right when it ends, and so he knew that we'd probably go longer.
Okay.
I think it's fine, but
yeah, it's fine. Okay.
Okay. It's fine.
I have to cool.
He hosted the show that you're on, Ollie. Like thousands and thousands of more people saw you because of Peter's generous $100 paid host. So
I'm sure that's what Olay lives for, is Peter exposing who he is.
Yeah.
Just getting paid in exposure.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ollie, for coming on the show. Thank you, everyone, for watching this. We do put this out as if you're watching it right now on Twitch and you missed the beginning of it, you want to see it, it'll go up on my YouTube channel in the next couple days, in the next 48 hours. That's youtube.com/Travis Gafford. People will link that in the Twitch chat as soon as they hear me say this. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to watch it live, twitch.tv/SOTLTravis. Mark and I try to do this Mondays at 8. Hopefully we have a TSM player on next week. We're trying to negotiate that right now with Parth. Maybe it'll be Parth. Who knows? But that's a little bit of a tease for next week.
Parth on, dude. I love that guy.
iTunes and Google Play have audio versions of this podcast. More and more of you guys have been listening to that, so feel free to go subscribe and listen to it there. So thank you so much to everyone who has hung out. I'm going to hang out on stream after this, but I'm sure Ollie and Mark are going to head out here as well. So thanks, everyone. This has been Hotline League episode 23.